Hello, my name is Jack Webb, and today in my presentation we are talking about audiences and their theories. Audience is an audience is the group of people or a group of people that have come together to watch a media event, such as film or TV. The audience plays a crucial part in making productive income for the media, such as money. So basically, this is what the media is basically aiming to impress. To explain audiences a bit better, we're going to split the audience groups into two groups, passive and active. Passive is basically when the audience are being spoon-fed by the media. Any information that comes through, the media will just basically spoon-feed it to the audience, and the audience will just accept it. They won't have their own opinions, they won't have their own dislikes or likes. They're literally told what to watch by the media, what to believe. So for example, if I said to you right now that you liked chocolate, but you didn't, you were actually lactose intolerant to milk chocolate, and I said yes you do, well you're just going to say okay I do, and you're going to eat it and then eventually die because you're allergic to milk and you just ate milk chocolate. So yeah, that's an example of a passive audience. Active audience is the opposite of passive, so instead of them not having their own opinions or questioning the media, an active audience is not being spoon-fed, they're actually challenging the media's information with their own. So basically, if I said to you right now that you wanted to vote to UKIP, you would actually reply with that saying, well no, because they want to leave the Eurozone, that's not going to solve the problems, is it? To show passive and active audiences and their theories, we're going to split the theories into five different theories. Theory number one is hypodermic needle theory. Theory number two is cultivation theory. Theory number three is two-step theory. Theory number four is reception theory. And theory number five is uses of gratification theory. The audiences are split, the passive and active audience are split into two. And they are in passive are in three, and I believe active is only in one, and I think semi-passive, two-step theory is split into groups. So I think for two-step you've got dominant, negotiable, and oppositional. I'll get to those when I get to two-step theory. Our first theory is hypodermic needle theory. Hypodermic needle theory is when the mass media took its information and injected it right into the audience's brain. This is commonly used in World War I and World War II, with Hitler rising up in Germany. Hitler won over the German people by using a hypodermic needle theory, by using propaganda posters, such as the evil anti-Jewish posters that made Jews look big-nosed, ugly, and looked like they just wanted to bully the German people into giving them money. This turned the German people against the Jews and eventually led to the Holocaust. Our next theory is cultivation theory. Cultivation theory is basically with a hypodermic needle theory. Our next theory is cultivation theory. Our next theory is cultivation theory. Cultivation theory is like Cultivation theory is kind of like the hypodermic needle theory, but instead of the mass media injecting the information into the audience, instead is they take an audience's opinion, their own thought, their own opinion, their own like, their own dislike, and they make that like or dislike stronger by, over time, or watching lots of TV or looking at tons of media. For example, say I like Skyrim. I mean, I do, Hustlada, and I watch loads of YouTube, like Let's Plays about Skyrim, and over time I'll get addicted to Skyrim even more and more and more, to eventually to the point I never come out of my room, which I already don't come out of my room. But yeah, basically you got the point that Skyrim, you love it, you watch tons of media like YouTube about Skyrim, equals you love it lots more. Here's a little graph. Here's a graph of the cultivation theory. Can't really tell you can see that. Basically, Skyrim plus YouTube plus time equals spending many years in there with your mail coming through your mailbox and one of your parents staring through the window going, "Yeah, where are you? Simulations!" You know, duh. So yeah, Skyrim you love. You watch lots of YouTube. Over time, you'll love Skyrim even more. Our next theory is the two-step theory. The two-step theory is basically where the media, they send out their mass media to the mass audience, but sometimes that's not good enough for the mass audience. The mass audience need like someone to help them out, someone they trust, someone they know, trust, that gives them good reviews, good opinions and stuff like that. So they go to opinion leaders. These leaders are very media literate. These people are very media literate. So basically what happened is, this is a passive audience. This is an opinion leader. Basically the mass media is sending it to the opinion leaders. The opinion leaders are making their own opinions and then telling the passive audience. And the passive audience are basically accepting what the opinion leaders are saying and are going off. So basically, for example, I watched a YouTuber a while ago. He played a game called Grow Home. And this is me, this is him. Grow Home was sent through to him. He played the game, made a YouTube video, and then he sent that onwards to me, where therefore me going, I like the look of this, I will go and buy it. I bought the game, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now we move on to the reception theory. I will admit, I did get something wrong earlier. I thought that it was split up into groups, you know, dominant, oppositional and negotiable in the two-step theory, but I was wrong. It's actually the reception theory. Reception theory holds dominant and negotiated and oppositional. Basically, the media is encoded, then decoded. And for a basic term, the media is encoded by the creator, then decoded later by the audience. Therefore, this simple theory, the audience is split into 3 different groups: dominant, negotiable, and oppositional. Dominant is basically where they're like, ooh, love it to bits, absolutely want it forever, gimme, 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 gimme. Negotiable is, well, kind of like it, it's okay, but really I like this more, okay, this even work better. And then there's oppositional, which you can guess is, it's crap. I don't like it, get it away from me, I never want to see it again. So, for example, if something. Right, this magazine, what's it called? Now Gossip Glamorous Daniel. As you can already tell, I'm oppositional because this is more for the female sex kind, or any gentlemen out there that like gentlemen. So gentlemen that like gentlemen may like this magazine as well. I could be very wrong, but this is more based on the female category since it's fashion and gossip and Orlando and Justin talking to each other on bikes. I don't know. Anyway, so basically, as you can tell, I'm part of the opposition to him. I don't want to read this. I don't really like it. And there's the negotiable team, which will be like, this magazine's okay, but I prefer PC Gamer more, or I don't know many magazines, so PC Gamer is technically what I read. I prefer PC Gamer more. And then Dominant are people who love to sing, oh my god, fashion, woo, fashion, and then just, you know, reading it along and having fun with it. I'm gonna have to hurry up now because the battery is like really low. We're on to our last theory now, which is uses and gratifications theory. I have got a sheet here because there's a long name and there's a lot on there, but we'll explain it very quickly. This theory is basically where it takes the mass media, and what I haven't mentioned so far is active and passive are split into these groups. Active is in this one, uses and gratification theory, where passive is split in between cultivation, hypodermic, and there is semi-passive, I believe, in the two-step. And reception is neither of the above. There's more, well actually no, it could be, it's more of a mix of passive and semi-passive, but this one is fully active, audience. So basically it splits it into 5 different groups. Informed and education. Informed and education is basically, informed is the people watching the news, and education is documentaries such as Bear Grylls, I don't know as a documentary, but Bear Grylls, extreme survival stuff. And the news is basically BBC News, ITV News, Channel 5 news basically, common news. So yeah, and also, oh, I haven't mentioned news, I'm not mentioning a lot of things. Uses and gratification also, it doesn't look at how the media gets its information across, it looks at how the audiences react to that media. After informed education, it is actually entertainment, basically is the main thing of media. Media sets out to entertain us. You know, make us cry, make us laugh, make us have deep thoughts. And that's about it from entertainment. Integration. Let me take a quick read of this because it's quite difficult. Integration and social interaction. Basically, it's where a group of people, friends, anyone really, they go and watch the media, like a movie or TV, or go play a game. Later, they talk about it. So this could be talking with your friends over Skype or Facebook or any other social networking, or going to a forum, a games forum, a movie forum, and basically start a discussion with people across the world. So basically, you take the media and then you discuss it with interaction, online socialness. And for our last group, that's escapism. Escapism is my personal favourite. It's basically where you escape, and hang on, I've forgotten one. We'll get to this last one. Escapism is basically where you play a game such as an MMORPG like World of Warcraft, and in real life I'm just a normal guy, but in World of Warcraft I have a different persona, like I am a blood elf mage, not very high level because I'm a noob technically, but yeah, that's basically escapism. The real world you're you, but in a different world you've got a persona, someone that's better than you, awesome, so you escape from real life and you go into the media to get away from the ride. And the last one I forgot is personal identity. This is where you basically look to actors, famous people such as Legolas, whatever his name is, Orlando Bloom, and like you take him as a role model. So basically a role model is someone that you look up to, you admire, someone that you think is awesome. So an example of my role models is James Bond, because he always looks cool and everything, he always keeps it cool, so he's being shot at, he's like, eh. Later on goes has sexual intercourse with someone female, and then ejects her out of his car because he's bored of her, and then on to the next one. Bloody pimp. Anyway, that's integration gratifications. That's all the theories done. You've got everything from me. Thank you for listening, and ta-ta.